And here we are. There we go, my dear. There we go. A little bit different angle today, a little bit farther back. You guys feel like you're out there in Larimer County or something like that. But wow, we got a lot to talk about.
We have a lot to talk about.
This is my beautiful wife, Angie.
Thank you.
And I'm Rick. And this is what, dear? What'd you call this?
I called it Tool-a-palooza.
Tool-a-palooza. I can't even say it without laughing. Tool-a-palooza.
That is sure to attract all of the men.
Is it?
Yes.
Tool-a-palooza. Welcome, men. So we have a great story for you. We have some cool things to show you.
Yes.
We have some big news and upcoming events.
Yes.
Where would you like to start, my dear?
Whew. I don't know. You could just pick one. They're all good.
Okay. Let's start with Colorado Shop Hop.
Yay.
What is that?
That is an event. It's happening this weekend. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And all the vintage and antique stores, well, not all of them, but a lot of them are a part of this thing called Colorado Shop Hop. And it's a self-guided tour of antique shops in Colorado. And there are prizes and events. It's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, it's awesome. Mm-hmm. It's I've told you before, this community is amazing. These people are amazing. And the deal is, if you're a customer of one of these stores, a sugar mill or a vintage marketplace, you're pretty much a consumer or a customer of all of them, right? You might have a favorite, but you're going to feel at home in any one of these.
Right.
So the organizers have put together some events. I wouldn't even say northern, but I guess northern Colorado. But go to www.coshophop.com for a list of prizes and contests and days. On April 12th, that's Friday, if you're watching this, it's Friday, whatever day it is. Friday, April 12th, Sugar Mill will be having mocktails and more.
Yes.
Mocktail. I'm not familiar.
You don't know what a mocktail is?
I do not.
It's like a non-alcoholic cocktail.
Oh, we called those virgin cocktails.
I think we did, but now they're called mocktails.
Oh, okay. Mocktail, sorry.
So probably pretty delicious.
Remember, I'm vintage. Saturday, April 13th, donuts and coffee day at
That's
Sugar.
More our style.
I'm definitely a coffee guy. And then Sunday, April 14th, is scratch tickets and treats. So go to www.coshophop.com for a list of all the details. Really cool.
It is. And I looked at it this morning to see which stores were participating. There are a lot of stores. And I was kind of surprised at how many of them I'd never heard of, even though they're right here in my area.
Right.
And we're in the business. So you might just check that out. And
it's fun stuff. The thing about these stores is there's something for everybody. And it'd be really hard to go into any one of them and not have a good time. Not find something that you absolutely need. So that is awesome. What's happening at Vintage Marketplace?
Well, Vintage Marketplace is they now have items online that you can order and have them shipped to you, or like if they're furniture pieces, you can buy them and go pick them up in the store. Yeah,
so you can shop online. The weather's nice. You want to shop from your backyard? You can do that while you sit in your Adirondack chair back there. The weather's snowy and rainy and cold. You don't want to go outside. You can shop from the comfort of your sofa. I guess I'm pointing to where these things are in my house. So anyway, and that would be at vintagemarketplacefc.com. Hit the shop button and you're there. So things going on all over the community.
Yeah.
Excellent. Do you have a cool story to tell, or would you like me to tell a cool story?
Well, you're better at telling stories, so why don't you do it?
That makes it sound like I lie a lot.
This isn't a lie, though. I was there.
So we're working in our booth the other day, and this guy walks by. I say, hey. He looks down, and he sees a box of tools that we have in our booth, old tools. He's like, hey, would you be interested in some old tools? And I'm like, I'm probably good. He said, they're free. Like I'm not trying to sell them. And so I said, I'll take a look. I went out there, and he had this box, this awesome,
love this box.
Antique, handmade tool chest in the back of his truck, full of tools. Not everything here was in the toolbox. Some of the stuff we had here, and we're just kind of waiting to get through. But he just gave us a bunch of stuff. His name is Dwight. Thank you very much, Dwight. I think he was going through a hard time in life, and he was going to go settle somewhere else, is what I think was happening. And I think these were family things, and he just couldn't get rid of them any other way than to make sure they went to good homes. So he came by, gave us all this stuff. Thank you, Dwight. Good luck on your next adventure, brother. And here we are at what?
At Tool-a-palooza.
Tool-a-palooza. There's some cool stuff here. When I first got into this, everybody's got things. I have some things that I like, collections and things like that. I'm a knife guy. I'm a fire guy. There's a lot of tool guys out there, and tool girls as well.
That's true.
There's a lot of tool girls.
Yeah.
So,
Terry.
What's that?
Terry.
Terry.
I think she was more excited than we were.
Yeah. Big shout out to Antique Frog. No, Green Frog.
Green Frog.
Green Frog. Big shout out to Green Frog at Sugar Mill. Terry is awesome. So wanted to go through some of this stuff for you. But before that, whose birthday is it?
It's Kevin's birthday.
Kevin's birthday. If you guys follow us online, no matter where we're at, Kevin is always there. Kevin is liking. Kevin is sharing. Kevin is commenting. Kevin is shopping with us. If there is a way to support us, Kevin has done it.
Yes,
so, a big shout out to Kevin. Happy birthday, brother. We appreciate you. You encourage us. You motivate us. You're such a blessing to us. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Ex-vet. He's a Navy guy from way back.
Oh wow!
So he's a good man. Happy birthday, brother. Okay, pick an item to talk about. I think I know what you're going to talk about.
I know. Out of all this stuff, there's one thing that is a little bit girly, and that's the one I'm going to pick. This is the one that I like the most. It's an antique nail apron. How cool is this? And I thought, when we first saw it, we thought it was like for a little kid, but I don't think it is. I think this is full size.
What's it say?
It says Carpenter's Tools, WB Bar Lumber Company, South 84.
And there we go. So,
and it has a neat logo on there. It's definitely been used. We washed it and took all the nails out of the pocket.
Yeah.
It's full of nails. But these are pretty cool and collectible, actually. This one we're selling for $35.
This was a thing that people collect that I wasn't aware of.
I know. I'm always finding new things that people collect.
Crazy. So let me tell you how old some of this stuff is. Actually, super old. Take this thing here. This was in the box. It's an antique. It's a Ford Model T hubcap drain plug wrench, and they made this from 1909 to 1927.
Way cool.
Way cool. So this is either over the century mark or it's right there. So this is awesome. Back then, they gave you a wrench that came with it, and it took off your hubcap. It did your drain plug. It did all the oil plug. It did all the things. There it is. It's from 1909 to 1927, and it's $14.99.
And very cool.
Super cool. You just say Model T, right? And
I know.
You're talking about something old.
Yeah, it says Ford on it. Like it was manufactured by Ford. So.
Yeah, right there. It's in Boston here. Yeah. There's no way you could see that on there, but it is on there. So that's cool. Model T, 1909 to 1927.
Super cool.
Super cool. Go.
This is hard. Also, I was trying to think. We had one that worked on a Packard. Which one was that? Was that this one?
I think it was.
Yes. So this is kind of along the same lines, but I thought it was also pretty cool. It's a Watson Stabilator.
Hello. If you didn't know that, I'm embarrassed for you.
Stabulator sounds like a made-up word. I was like, wait, what? So it's a stabulator wrench, but these were used on Packards. So this is a little bit newer, 1924 to 1928, and it kind of looks the same. This one looks like maybe it wasn't used as much as the Ford.
What's a Watson stabulator?
Stabulator.
Is that like
wrench.
the early edition of the Flux Classic?
That's kind of what I thought. Like, this will take you back in time.
So that's cool. How much is that?
So this one's actually $29.99. These are a little more
Those
rare.
are a little more. Mm-hmm. So the way we come up with some of this pricing, guys, is we go online and we see what they've been selling for, what they've actually sold for, not what people are asking for them, but what they've been sold for, and then we go a little bit under that to try to be at below market value. So that's what we're trying to do with some of this stuff.
Yes.
This thing here, I think, is cool.
It is cool.
How well you can see that. It is called a T-Flex. So here's the T, the handle, and here's the flex. And this was patented, made in the USA, patent October 22nd, 1918. Wow. So that's kind of the ratchety swivel thing, kind of kicks into gear here. So they've been doing this stuff for a long time, right? So 1918-ish. Got a ratchet end on the end here. I can tell what size that is. That's a 1/2 inch. And this is $19.99. It says a 1016 T-Flex. And it goes through all the things. But how cool is that from 1918 that they've got this going on there? Pretty cool.
Yeah, I learned that tools have very long names.
Yes,
really
yes.
Long.
You want to show me your axe?
Yeah.
Joke, dear. Just an axe.
Oh, that's true. Well, I call it a hatchet.
It is a hatchet.
But
it's
not
an axe.
2 syllables. I like that.
There you go.
Hatchet. 1 word. But isn't this cool looking? It's, I don't know. There is a maker's mark on it, but we could not make it out. So if you're familiar with old hatchets, you might be able to tell which one it is, but it has like a wolf on it.
Yeah.
And
what self-respecting Boy Scout doesn't love a hatchet, right?
I know this it's pretty beautiful.
I love it.
I would display this because I think it's gorgeous.
You think Sully could hit the target with that?
Oh, he probably has.
That is a Dr. Quinn medicine woman reference for those of you that don't know.
That's true. Maybe I need to.
There you go.
But yes, this is $35.
This one here I thought was really cool. This is let me read the tag. Vintage Ford number 31 wrench. And it's got Ford embossed right on it pretty clearly. Yeah, I doubt you can see it, but if you saw it here, you would see it.
Yeah.
Really cool wrench. 1 inch over here. And then the open end is, it's not on here, but I think it was 5/16. But anyway, that's an awesome wrench with the old Ford emblem on it.
Does Ford still make tools?
Do you got time for a long story? Yes, they do. They make tools, but they're specific to their products.
Oh, but not things like this.
I don't think they make products like this, but
these are cool, though.
These are cool tools, but yeah, they make products where you can go around the thing to get down under and over. So like that. What else, dear? Do you have another one?
I do, but also a thing I was struck by when we were doing the research is that almost all of these are made in the United States.
Yes, right?
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. I think there's one that was made in Japan, but the rest of them are
all made in the United States.
Yeah. So I'm going to show this another short name. Well, kind of a split head hammer. How cool is that? I hope you can see how cool that is. This piece here opens up because these are rolled cowhide, and I'm assuming they must wear out at some point, but this one still has the cowhide in it. It's
an early form of rubber mallet, I think.
Yeah. So this one is $44.99, and it is just beautiful.
We unscrewed that nut on there, took it apart, and it really is rolled rawhide inside of there. You take it looks like a pinwheel on the inside of that thing. Pretty darn cool.
Very cool.
This thing here was probably my favorite.
Mine too.
This is a draw knife. So what you would do is it's kind of like a hand planer. You reach out and then you pull back, and this has a super sharp edge on it.
Is it sharp?
Yeah, it's super sharp actually.
It has a little leather cover.
It's got the leather cover with a rawhide thing. And this is a James Swan draw knife. I looked this up. James Swan was born in Scotland in the 1800s.
Oh, wow.
Came to, I want to say, Philadelphia, and started a company. And these are like top of the line, top notch. It was generations. It was went from James to his son, to his grandson, to his grandson's grandson.
Wow.
So it was pretty cool. And these are adjustable handles on here. So you can pull it this way. You can pull it this way. Super sharp, super weapony. That is going to be $39.99.
That's special.
Yeah, it's super special. When I was doing the homework on it, I just kind of felt like I knew the guy. So I don't want that to fall.
Yeah.
So we have so many tools and things to go through.
That's why it's called Tool-a-palooza.
Oh, is that it? I missed that. I didn't. So we have a lot of tools here. So normally we come on here and we show you what is going to be going into Vintage Marketplace. And then I'm still trying to figure out how to do a show on the sugar mill thing. But these tools are going into both of them.
Yeah, there are too many for one booth.
Too many, yeah. So we're going to, some of this stuff is going to Sugar Mill Antiques and Vintage Depot in Meade, Highway 66 and I-25. And half of them are going to Vintage Marketplace, corner of Trilby and College in Fort Collins. If there was something specifically that you saw, we can either save it out for you or tell you where it went. But pretty much we're going to do kind of a split between them. Just some really cool stuff.
Yes, and since it is the Colorado Shop Hop this weekend at Sugar Mill, we are really adding some things to our booth. I have a couple of tables that we're going to put in there, and then of course half of these tools. So
yes, it should be nice. It should be nice. So happy birthday, Kevin! First and foremost, Colorado Shop Hop. Just go from antique market to antique market to antique market. Very cool. They all have different flavors and different kind of deals. This is kind of the antiquers, the vintage version of a beer crawl, I think.
I think it is.
So it's kind of so if you know what a beer crawl is, that's what this is, only vintage style. And the people in this business are amazing. So enjoy that. Colorado Shop Hop, CO shophop.com for details.
Yes.
And then another webpage, Vintage Marketplace FC Fort Collins.com, and you can shop online for things. These won't be online. Our online booth is full. But you can go to the corner of Trilby and College in Fort Collins and see at least half of this stuff.
Right.
So there we go. What else? Anything else?
I think that's everything. This was fun, though.
This was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed researching and learning about all the tools.
It was interesting, wasn't it?
Yes.
It really was. So I did enjoy it. It was a lot to go through. If you want to know what it's like to be in this business, these things were filthy when they came to us. And I stood right over there at the kitchen and went through about a bucket of Dawn and a toothbrush cleaning stuff up. So that's what it's looked like this week. Please like us online. Please follow us. We have 190 followers now.
I know,
We're
that's
closing
so
in on that
exciting.
200 mark. Woo!
So exciting.
Woo! So, like in the ocean of the community that is vintage, we are like an amoeba.
Plankton.
Plankton. We are plankton. Hi, my name's Plankton with Harmony Vintage. So anyway, thank you everybody for your support. Please like, please follow, please share, please comment. YouTube, that market's getting a little bit bigger.
It's slower, but it's coming along.
Yeah, it's coming along. So we're excited about that. Thank you very much for everything you do, and come out to Colorado Shop Pop, shop online, and come to Tool-a-palooza.
Right.
That's perfect. Okay, Kevin, happy birthday, brother. Love you. We'll talk to you later.
Happy birthday.